वसुदेवसुदं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Your whole birth is based on your fear and greed. But enlightened master's birth is based on love and compassion. The whole secret is this. Ordinary man takes birth based on the fear and greed. That is why his whole life is driven by fear and greed. His whole life runs based on fear and greed. Enlightened masters, they assume the body out of love and compassion. That is why Krishna beautifully says, Atma Mayaya, because of my own energy, my own Shakti, my own Maya, I take birth. Sambhavyam Atma Mayaya Prakritim Swamadishtaya Sambhavyam Atma Mayaya. With my own energy, just out of my love and compassion, I land on this planet Earth. The next question comes, how can we be liberated by knowing this truth? What way it is going to help us directly in our life? Please be very clear. When I say the word birth and death, I don't mean just dying in the end of your life. I mean every night sleep is your birth and death. Every night when you go to sleep, you die. When you come back, morning, you take birth. Every day you assume the body. Every day you leave the body. When you go to the Karana Sarira, when you go to the sleep, when you fall asleep, every day you die. When you come back, every day you come back to life. Now, as and now, every day morning, how we come back to life? How we take this body? Just look deeply. What happens at the time you get up from the bed? First thing, usually first thing, the moment you get the awareness, either a thought based on greed or fear will hit you. Thought based on greed, maybe you wanted to meet somebody, you have got something to do. Or thought based on fear, you have to go to office, you have to do this work. Some thought based on fear or greed will hit you. Immediately you will jump out of your bed. Am I right? If you have analyzed, you are waking up, you are assuming this body, that moment is taking birth. Please be very clear. That moment you take body. These are the basic, very subtle, mysterious secrets of altering the whole consciousness. Early morning, with which thought you enter into the body? Which thought makes you assume the body? Is going to play a major role in your consciousness. The first thought is going to play a major role in your consciousness. As on now, usually how we get up? Either a thought based on fear or greed. That only hits you. Immediately you jump out of the bed. Either you wanted to do something or you are afraid that you have to go to your regular routine. You assume the body because of fear or greed. But an enlightened man, enlightened master assumes the body out of love and compassion. He comes out just to pour his compassion out, just to share himself with the whole world. When I say the birth and death, I am not only mentioning about the death which happens in the end, I mean every day. If you understand this one and alter your thoughts at the time of waking up, you will alter the whole consciousness, quality of your consciousness can be changed. Just like how camera works. The first moment, whatever scene is there in front of the camera eye, that is recorded in the film, that will stay there forever. Same way, the first moment of your consciousness with which you assume the body, you enter into the body, that moment with what thought you enter into the body, that plays a major role the whole day on your consciousness. When you get up from the bed, the first thought, let it be related to love and compassion. Let it be related to a deep, divine, spiritual thought. Get up only to express your life in bliss. Get up just out of joy. The moment you come to consciousness, the moment you become aware of yourself, tell the existence, "Oh Lord, so beautiful, you have given me one more day. I have come back to life once more just to see your existence. I am blessed. You have given me one more day extension." Please be very clear. You have no right to have extension. Don't think life is your birthright. I have seen many people taking things for granted. Before they get the job, if I get just $10,000 per month salary, it will be really great. I'll feel blessed. The moment you get the job, in 1 month, you think it is your birthright. You think it is your birthright, and you start thinking about the $100,000 salary. Birth itself is not your right. How can you say something is your birthright? The word birthright is completely wrong. Birth itself is not your right. You have no right. It's pure gift. You can't extend even a single breath. You can't do even one single moment, inhaling or exhaling, unless the divine allows you. Unless the Parashakti gives the extension. So every day is a blessing. Every day is an extension. When you get up from the bed, get up, come out of the bed, assume the body with this gratitude to the divine, your whole quality of consciousness will change. You will become an incarnation. Here I am giving you the straight technique. How to become Krishna. How to enter into Krishna consciousness. How to become an incarnation. The man who assumes the body out of love and compassion is incarnation. If you assume the body out of greed or fear, you are man. If you assume the body out of love and compassion, you are incarnation. You are divine. Early morning, first thought, let it be from gratitude. Let it be from love. Let it be from compassion. Your whole life will become pure, eternal bliss. Your whole life will be a different consciousness. I was explaining the secret of birth and death, how we go through, how it is our conscious decision, how it is our choice. Please be very clear. Your whole life is purely your responsibility. Nobody has forced anything on you. It is completely your responsibility. You who is taking the responsibility of your whole life. It is not forced on you. It is your decision. Always people ask me, then why do we get into accidents, Swamiji? Please be very clear. Including accidents are your choice. I am making a bold statement. Including accidents are your choice. You can put your questions. I'll explain the question tomorrow. When we see the questions, then you will understand this truth in a much more deeper way. Here, I wanted to stop by presenting this hypothesis. I am presenting the secret science as a hypothesis. Now, you are welcome to analyze this with your questions. We will look into this secret science. Ragasya Heduttamam. Krishna says beautifully in the 4th chapter, 3rd sloka, Ragasyam Heduttamam. This mysterious inner science